Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the show. In today's video, we need to look into the altcoin season index. Now, you guys would have seen yesterday that the altcoin season index did flash above 75, okay? Currently today, we're at 78. And I wanted to highlight a few things for all of you guys in today's video. But remember, before we do get into it, guys, if you want to help me on my journey to 15k subscribers, then pause the video, like the video, subscribe. It helps me out more than you guys can imagine. I super appreciate it. But we're now in officially the altcoin season window. Okay, so a few things I want to look at today is what has that meant historically for Bitcoin and for the others chart, because that's the chart that we all care about, right? All of the altcoins excluding top 10. And then also, like, how long is the average altcoin season? How long does it actually last? Give you guys a bit of a reality check, because there's too many people now expecting altcoin season to go through into 2026 and then last, you know, the next 6 months, when realistically not really going to happen. Okay, so what I've done is I've lined up every single time we've had this peak on the charts, and what we'll do is we'll start with Bitcoin. Okay, so we've had 1, 2, 3 peaks back all the way to around August of 2022. So we go to the Bitcoin chart, and we can say August 10th was when we had a peak. January 23rd in 2024 was when we had a peak. December 4th, 2024, we had a peak. And now we're kind of in that peak zone, right? Okay, we're getting up there anyway. Doesn't mean we've topped yet, because we're only at 74. This thing can go up to 100. But let's start with 2023, guys. Now, after we peaked, what happened for Bitcoin in this first one? Okay, we actually consolidated and had a dump, right? We dumped, however, from the point where we did enter altcoin season, which is probably around there, we actually did close much higher than it the next time we did peak, guys. So we did see a significant rally, even though there was a short-term dump, which probably scared a lot of people out of the market, right? Bitcoin then continued to rally all the way 66% and then closed about 34% higher when it did next peak, guys. We actually didn't dump the same way we did for Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin had a pretty harsh sell-off when we did enter, whereas the others, or the altcoins, didn't really care about Bitcoin dumping, and we took a lot of dominance, guys. And then from peak to peak, we actually did pump double the amount that Bitcoin did dump. We actually did pump double the amount that Bitcoin did pump, guys. Okay, so 120% move for the others, and obviously a lot of the small caps would have moved way more than that, right? That's just the general for the others chart. And then the next spike was actually 2024, wasn't it? And from that point, we actually did enter the new year a little bit higher for Bitcoin, okay? We had that sort of like double pump, 20% up to what at the time was an all-time high. And then we had the inauguration sell-off, guys. However, since that peak, we actually are still higher. Like, we've actually come down around 13% for the others chart, guys. Okay, so while Bitcoin did go up over the past year, you're seeing that even when we did enter an altcoin season, the altcoin season only really lasted a matter of 8 days, or 8 days after the peak, guys. So I wanted to show you that, because when we do enter altcoin season, what you do normally notice is we've already had a pretty big move for the others chart, right? So from 5th of November to 30th, it started a month before. The same way here, from peaks to peaks, what you're going to see is that you have months of run-ups before the altcoin season does flash. So I know a lot of people come into the market and they say, oh my god, the altcoin season indicator just flashed. It means that we're going to pump up now. I mean, while yes, we do have pumps usually coming after it, and significant pumps, it's not always the case, and sometimes we actually have run up before that, guys. Okay, so where we are today, we've actually had a run up for others. Does it mean that we can't continue to run up? No, it doesn't. But we definitely should be aware of the fact that usually by the time we do peak, we can have some sort of sell-off, as we've seen the previous 1, 2, right, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times going back, right? So you can see here in 2022 had a sell-off after the altcoin season peak. In 2022 again, sell-off after the altcoin season peak. In 2023, a shorter term sell-off, and then we did rally. In 2024, sell-off. Okay, we're in 2025 now. Are we going to get a sell-off before we do continue the rally, guys? So there's a lot of people now coming online saying, up only, up only. We need to be prepared for all outcomes, guys. But another thing that I wanted to show you as well was this little average thing on the side. What you're going to see here, the average length of season days, right? Average length, 17 days of altcoin season. That's 2 weeks. Longest season days has been 117, okay? And in, what is this, the 7 years, 8 years of price data that we're looking at now, that's 7 years, you know, there's only been a total of just over a year worth of altcoin season. So 7 years, whereas 1 year has been altcoin season, right? So that's something to bear in mind. It doesn't last long. So when your favorite influencers coming online and they're saying to you, altcoin season's here now and we're going to pump up for the next 6 months, does the data say that? No, it doesn't. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to go and check the data for yourself and see that the altcoin seasons never last as long as what people expect them to, guys. And it usually is like maximum 2 months, okay? Longest season was actually 3-4 months, right? So that's something to bear in mind. Just a quick video on altcoin season now that we are getting a little bit overheated, okay? Would like to see this thing continue up and this not be the peak of the spike at 78, but only time's going to tell, guys. So do you think we're going to have a sell-off? Now we're going into the peak, or do you think, you know, Bitcoin's going to continue to rip higher and then that's going to bring our others with us as well, guys? You can let me know. But that's it. If you find anything in this video useful, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.